So the question is, if you put Epsom salts and distilled water into a battery, will it recover it? Well, I feel like I have watched every YouTube video on this topic, and I have had no luck. I have tried to recover more than 10 batteries using these different techniques that people talk about all over YouTube. In this video, I'm going to show you this attempt with this battery, but I have learned a few things about restoring batteries along the way. I have learned that if you catch a battery before it's too late, you can extend its life by putting water back into the battery before it dies. When I use this flashlight, I don't see any fluid in there. Now, I've used pure distilled water, I've used tap water, I've used different ratios of Epsom salt, and the only success that I've had is to catch the battery early. Here I'm using the Epsom salts and I'm boiling the water to make sure that there's 100% dissolve. I'm also making sure that there's no contaminants that get into this. And I've also tried a lot of other salts. I've used the Epsom salts, which I'm using now. I've used the sodium sulfate, ammonium sulfate, but I have not tried the alum powder. As you can see, I am very interested in finding out if there is a way to recover batteries. The biggest problem that I see is a marketing problem with batteries. The battery manufacturers tell you these batteries are maintenance free. Well, when they boil out their water like this one, look, there's nothing coming out of this. Had we put water in this maintenance free battery, we'd still have this battery. Just because the manufacturers say maintenance free, don't believe it. All batteries can be maintained. Don't worry about the salts, just make sure you have plenty of water in your battery. I don't think the salts are going to hurt the battery, but having no water in the battery definitely hurts the battery. Now, if any of you guys out there truly have had luck with these salts in recovering batteries, please comment below. Now, I have read patents about this sodium sulfate being able to extend the life of a battery, but I have certainly not been able to recover one with these salts. I've also tried charging them up and then draining it and then charging it up again and draining it. I've also tried 2 amps, I've tried 5 amps, I've tried 10 amps for days on end. I've basically tried to revive every dead battery I can get my hands on. And all I have found is catch it early and keep fluid in the battery. Once the fluid boils out, it's over. So the moral of this story is don't let your batteries go dry. I would go out and check the batteries you've got right now and fill them if they need it. It doesn't take anything fancy to fill up the batteries, just use some distilled water. I've used regular tap water, that works too, but it's cheap enough, just use distilled water. So I'm going to keep trying different things. I'll try the alum. I'd also encourage everyone to continue to take a look to see if these batteries can be recovered. Once a cell has too much sulfation on it, it's a big challenge. Well, I hope you have found this video useful. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you did find the video useful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.